having been reminded of the sincere faith that is in you, which lived first in your grandmother Lois, and your mother Eunice, and, I am persuaded, in you also. This poignant declaration, brimming with affection and spiritual insight, speaks to the profound beauty of a faith that transcends generations. It is a testament to the enduring power of a spiritual legacy, lovingly passed from heart to heart, from an elder's wisdom to a grandchild's nascent understanding. Here, we witness the Apostle Paul's deep gratitude and firm conviction concerning Timothy's faith, a faith he knows is not feigned or superficial, but sincere, genuine, authentic, and deeply rooted. What a precious thing, sincere faith! It is not merely an intellectual assent to doctrines, but a living, breathing trust in God that permeates every facet of one's being. It is a faith that has been tested, proven, and found true. It is resilient, unwavering, and vibrant. Paul recognizes this rare and beautiful quality in Timothy, and he traces its noble lineage back through two remarkable women, his grandmother Lois and his mother Eunice. These names, Lois and Eunice, stand as eternal monuments to the quiet, yet immensely powerful, influence of godly women in the home. They were the first teachers, the first examples, the first narrators of divine truths. In a world often loud with clamor and transient philosophies, they cultivated a sanctuary of faith, where the stories of God's faithfulness were whispered at bedtime, where prayers were offered with sincere hearts, and where the principles of righteousness were lived out daily. It was in their loving embrace, through their consistent witness, that the seeds of faith were first sown in young Timothy's heart. Their lives were not just sermons, they were living epistles, demonstrating what it meant to walk with God. The beautiful truth is that faith, while often inherited in its initial exposure, must ultimately become a deeply personal conviction. Timothy did not merely borrow the faith of Lois or Eunice. He embraced it, made it his own, nurtured it, and allowed it to blossom within him. Paul's certainty, "I am persuaded," speaks volumes. It implies that Timothy's faith was not just a historical fact, but a present reality, evident in his character, his choices, and his service. His life bore the fruit of a sincere, deeply held belief, inspiring confidence in those who observed him. This verse calls us to reflect on our own spiritual heritage. Are we mindful of the sincere faith that may have been passed down to us? Have we allowed those precious seeds to take root and flourish? And perhaps, even more critically, are we cultivating a sincere faith today that will become a sacred legacy for those who follow us? Every generation has the profound privilege and responsibility to be a link in this divine chain, to fan into flame the gift of God within us, and to illuminate the path for our children and grandchildren. May we be inspired by Lois and Eunice to live lives of unwavering devotion, creating homes where faith is not just discussed but lived. May we, like Timothy, embrace this spiritual inheritance with conviction, allowing our sincere faith to shine brightly. And may our lives, too, persuade others of the enduring power and beauty of a heart fully committed to the Lord, echoing through time the glorious truth that faith endures, from generation to generation.